The NFL's first ever Black Friday clash. The Dolphins and the Jets underway here at MetLife Stadium. And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. A fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Throwing to start here is Tua. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. When you talk about this Jets defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass yards.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 touchdowns and back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on blitz.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Rodgers now to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Evades him at the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First down, they go back to A-Chain. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. Incomplete. When you talk about this Jets defense,
into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass yards.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Tua. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Sidney. Jets are going to get the football here at their own 30-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Rodgers.
That is caught.
He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. Treads into the stiff arm, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. Rodgers going to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Jets lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now 14-0.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath says do no harm. Right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, but thank you, Dr. Davis.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to A-Chain. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm.
There he goes, left side. That is loose down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Conklin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 21-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard. That's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's second and inches at the 27-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. They'll find Lazard here over the middle. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
You know, Wilson going to change things up here. H.A. now up the middle. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
First down, Miami.
H.A. on 1st and 10. Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Out of the gun, here's a give to H.A.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 2nd down, Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to a safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Hall.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown!
Garrett Wilson.
42 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
31, Dolphins 3. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Second and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, take 26.
On second down, here's Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Wide left.
To throw is Rodgers.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
Hall ought to give up the middle.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Brees Hall,
26 yards.
and the Jets have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Dolphins 3.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
19.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Now it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. Yeah, they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
A gain of 21 yards.
On first down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Right now. You got 58.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think that's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defense.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Big Raekwon Davis, the man fighting in for that sack.
Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
Now Hill to return it.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
Now Wilson.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it with A-Chain.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Now Wilson changing the play.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
14.
A-Chain here. They stay on the ground.
They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
the shotgun. Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On third down, Wilson. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. This is caught inside the 15.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
And score that one for one of the league's best. Jalen Ramsey getting the tackle for loss.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Now they'll change things up. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side with Carter.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
He does.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that going back and watching tape and being able to...
A-chain hit, and the ball is out.
But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
Sauce Gardner puts it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on...
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks from Mercedes. I resage Chukwueze, then my babies. Label hit be trying to sway me, pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership with drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot.